Religious places, shopping malls, restaurants, hotels and offices to open from today with certain conditions. Chief Minister Sonowal mentions that enhancing the state agro production capacity as well as export of these products is utmost priority. States like Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Nagaland show a gradual increase in COVID-19 positive cases, countrywide numbers to increase rapidly. The BJP candidate Nabam Rebia today files his nomination papers for lone Rajya Sabha seat from Arunachal Pradesh. An agriculture department visits Nongtamai village where large numbers of grasshoppers destroy vegetation. Good evening viewers, welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Ashutosh Sharma, now with the details. Religious places, shopping malls, restaurants, hotels and offices which were closed due to the lockdown arising out of the COVID-19 have reopened in many states today with certain conditions. These establishments can only open in non-containment zones. They have to strictly follow all the guidelines issued by the centre so that social distancing can be ensured. However, even though the Ministry of Culture has approved opening of 820 centrally protected monuments under the Archaeological Survey of India with places of worship from today, in many states prominent religious places will not open today, looking at the concerns of crowd management and social distancing. Mall management has been asked to deploy adequate manpower to ensure social distancing norms. The guidelines issued for restaurants and takeaways are to be encouraged instead of dine-in, and not more than 50% of the seating capacity should be permitted. Along with the rest of the country, the northeastern states also opened economy as per schedule with all the prescribed restrictions. As per instructions and regulations, the containment zones are continued to be under lockdown. On the other hand, cinema halls, gymnasium, metro, rail, swimming pools, etc. will have to wait for normal business. Aiming to give new impetus to the agriculture sector and self-reliant in the same, the state government has stepped up with a slew of measures. It was revealed by Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal today at the premises of Directorate of Agriculture in Guwahati after reviewing various ongoing schemes related to the sector. While briefing the media, CM Sonowal mentioned that enhancing the state agro production capacity as well as exports of these products is their utmost priority. To encourage state export, 100 new farmer producer companies to be set up in the state, he said. CM Sonowal also announced to provide initially one combined harvesting machine in each assembly constituency for fastest harvesting. Giving instruction to the department to procure seeds produced by the farmers themselves, CM also hinted to create maximum employment opportunity in the agri sector.
দৃষ্টান্তমূলক উদাহৰণ আমি ধৰিছোঁ গতিকে তেখেতসকলক অধিক আগন্তুক উৎসাহিত কৰিব লাগিব সহযোগিতা আগবঢ়াব লাগিব আৰু আমি বিশেষকৈ এই মুহূৰ্তত আমি সেইসকল খেতিয়ক ৰাইজক আন্তৰিকতাৰে কৃতজ্ঞতা জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ।
Agriculture reforms have the potential of doubling the income of farmers of the Northeast. This was stated by Shri L.R. Vishwanath, Head of Northeast Zone, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. This was stated in the PIB Guwahati organized webinar with media persons on reforms in agriculture sector in Guwahati. Government has now brought in freedom for the farmers through these decisions, and media plays a vital role in disseminating information.
Greater freedom for the farming sector to choose what they want to produce, to market what they want to sell, and to choose the medium. These fundamental and revolutionary reforms in the agriculture sector needs to be created awareness about, so that farmers and all sections of people know about it in a most informed manner. The PIB Guwahati today organized a webinar involving agricultural economists from Indian Council for Agriculture, from Assam, Manipur and ICAR Umiam.
In the Northeast Corona update, Assam records has the highest number of 1946 active cases and 615 recovered cases, while Arunachal Pradesh has 50 active cases and 1 cured. The other states like Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Nagaland too have shown a gradual increase in COVID-19 positive cases since the influx of people from outside the state started. Lastly, Tripura's COVID-19 positive graph continues to swell to 608 active cases with 53 new cases, while the number of cured is 192. Assam sees a gradual increase in COVID-19 cases as the state reports 83 fresh cases of positive COVID-19 today. Out of these, 30 are from Nagaon, 16 from Kamrup, 10 from Darang, 10 from Kamrup Rural, 6 from Lakhimpur, 7 from Kachar, 2 from Bishwanath, 1 from Kamrup Metro and 1 from Dhemaji. With this, the total cases of COVID-19 stands at 2,776, out of which 2,104 are active cases. Total recovered cases are 665, while the death toll still stands at 4. As per the Health Ministry data, 9,983 fresh COVID-19 positive cases have been registered in the last 24 hours, which takes the number of active cases in the country to 1,25,381. With 206 deaths reported in the last 24 hours, the total death toll has gone up to 7,135. However, on a positive note, with the recovery rate of COVID-19 patients improving to 48.37%, a total of 1,24,094 people have recovered from COVID-19 in the country. In the global scenario, the total number of COVID-19 cases stands at 71,13,012, out of which 34,67,939 are active cases. Meanwhile, the total recovered cases in the world is 34,72,059, while the total death toll has risen to 4,06,549. The BJP candidate Nabam Rebia today filed his nomination papers for lone Rajya Sabha seat from Arunachal Pradesh. He submitted his nomination papers before Secretary Legislative Assembly, who is also returning officer for this election. Tomorrow is the last date for filing nominations. Nabam Rebia was the cabinet minister in the Pema Khandu government, but he did not contest the last assembly election 2019. He was member of Rajya Sabha 2 times earlier between 1996 and 2008. The officials from the Agriculture Department, including the District Agricultural Officer, West Khasi Hills District and Inspector of Agriculture Department visited the Nongthimai village, where large numbers of grasshoppers have destroyed vegetation. Villagers in the area said that it was the first time they saw such grasshoppers, which were different from the ones common in the area. G. Birsat, Inspector of Agriculture Department, told that he has taken samples for testing. He added that the department has also used insecticides to kill the pest and prevent further damage. Measures have also been taken so that grasshoppers will not affect other essential crops. In Sikkim, the new General Officer Commanding GOC of 17 Mountain Division, Major General Rohit Sawhney, along with his predecessor Major R.C. Tiwari, called on the Honorable Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang in his office at Tashiling Secretariat here in the capital this afternoon. After exchanging the pleasantries, the Honorable Chief Minister congratulated and welcomed the new GOC Major General Sawhney in his new posting and hoped that his stay here in Sikkim will be fruitful, and also wished the outgoing GOC Major General Tiwari all the best for his future endeavours. During the call, the GOC also presented the Honorable Chief Minister with the Black Cat memento. In Meghalaya, after a gap of more than 2 months, first of the 3 remaining papers of the Higher Secondary School Leaving Certificate HSLC was held today in different examination centres across the state, following strict protocols laid down by the government. This examination of statistics was held today, and tomorrow will be for physical education, Western music, and the day after for mathematics. Shillong College, which is one of the examination centres, witnessed 100% attendance. The colleges were sanitized, bleached, and special arrangements such as thermal scanning and other COVID-related protocols were maintained. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has inaugurated a plant health clinic at the Directorate of Horticulture and Soil Conservation, Sanjen Thong, Imphal today. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister said that the economic growth of the state lies in the growth of sectors like agriculture, horticulture and MSME. Appreciating the officials of the Horticulture Department, Chief Minister said that it is indeed an encouraging initiative taken up by the department to set up such a plant clinic which would provide plant health diagnostic services to farmers. The Chief Minister maintained that in this hour of the pandemic COVID-19, the state government has decided to give more emphasis on agriculture and horticulture sectors in the state. To end the news, the headlines once again. Religious places, shopping malls, restaurants, hotels and offices to open from today with certain conditions. Chief Minister Sonwal mentions that enhancing the state agro production capacity as well as export of these products is utmost priority. States like Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Nagaland show a gradual increase in COVID-19 positive cases, countrywide numbers too increasing rapidly. The BJP candidate Nambam Rebia today files his nomination papers for lone Rajya Sabha seat from Arunachal Pradesh. And Agriculture Department visits Nongtamai village where large numbers of grasshoppers destroyed vegetation. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.